Thames Valley Adventure Playground, TVAP. Khaleel here and I'm off to explore Thames Valley Adventure Playground, TVAP. So let's go. Flashback. I used to go to TVAP when I was small, so this brings back good memories. Here we are. Great parking. Great access towards the entrance. Hello there, old friend. We go way back, Lucy. Or should I say Annette Curtin?
Come in, sir.
And I'm in. Here with Janine, who used to come here as a child and now has worked here for over 35 years as an assistant to the playworkers. An extremely valuable member of the team. I remember this, the wheelchair roundabout. Fun times.
Got the swings over there.
Oh.
And we've still got bed swing.
Oh.
And the wheelchair swing. Got the walkway.
Oh yeah.
With the wobbly bridge. Remember?
Yeah.
This is the walkway. I always loved coming on here back in the day. You can see the whole playground from up here. This is the wobbly bridge. It's a bit squeaky going on. Great sand pit.
And the fire assembly point. Is there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Janine is an excellent tour guide.
Like that.
Oh.
Yeah? We'll go and see if we can do it. Yeah. Then you've got a puzzle there. Come and sit down and relax here, have a quiet time.
Back to the start. Time to check inside. Nice chairs to sit on while chilling out. Music room. Full of lights and instruments including a feet keyboard. This is the soft play area. Let your imagination run wild. A huge open space giving easy access. I used to hang out here a lot. I watched fish through the floor window. Great view of the outside. This is the sensory room. A lovely place to enjoy the different lighting and the comforting atmosphere. The bubbles have always been my favorite.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Interview with Gary Warrington.
I'm here with the working in TVAP.
When did Thames Valley Adventure Playground first open up, and what was the concept of it?
The playground opened in 1982, so a very long time ago, so we just celebrated 40 years a couple of years back. The concept was really that back in those days, there wasn't really any play facilities at all for children or adults with special needs. And so the idea was Sylvia, who started the playground, wanted to put in place something that redressed the balance slightly, so enabled people with disabilities and special needs to actually access playgrounds and enjoy swings and slides and freedom and friendship and all those sort of things that everybody else took for granted down the local park. So she got together with some of her friends and they started raising money, and then in 1982, just in time for the summer holidays, the playground opened, and we've been open ever since.
Who was the founder of TVAP?
The original lady who started it was Sylvia Livesey, and she's still around today. She lives down in Devon.
What kind of facilities does the playground have?
The playground has two sides to it. One is about the equipment that we have and allowing people access to that sort of side of things. The other side are the benefits and the impact that access to that equipment has on individuals. So taking the first one, equipment, which is the easy one, we have all the things that you would hope to find in a mainstream park. We have slides, we have swings, we have sand pits, water play area, walkways, but the difference is that there are slight twists in how it's provided. So there is access to a lot of the equipment. So for people using wheelchairs, they can access the wheelchair roundabout, they can access a swing in their wheelchairs. A lot of the ordinary bucket swings have harnesses on so people can be safe while they're swinging. And we've also laid out the playground so that people with mobility issues or even cognitive impairment can find their way around the playground and enjoy different things as they come across them. So it's a bit of an exploration as well. As far as inside the building goes, because we have 2.5 acres outside and a huge building inside, that houses a big soft play area, and that again has slightly different add-ons, so it's a bit more interactive than a normal soft play area. So there's lights and things in there. You can turn the lights down and make it calm, or you can make it quite busy depending on how people feel. We've also got a big music room, kitchen, and a huge playroom overlooking the lake, which was built 12 years ago thanks to a legacy from a local family, and that actually projects over the lake out the back, and there's a glass floor in there so the children can sit and watch the fish in the floor, and that's full of toys and games and stuff like that. We also have a multi-sensory room as well, which is very popular, and that's used mainly by people who needed some sort of clues to relax. So they might be having a bit of a bad day and they just need a bit of time in there just to chill before they come out and play again. And we also have, obviously, quite boring but fairly essential, lots of toileting and changing facilities as well, so hoists and changing beds and all that sort of stuff. So we try to cater for the whole person for the whole day, so they can come, they can bring their packed lunch, they can stay all day, they can play on the equipment outside, they can relax, they can get excited, and the idea is that the whole family can come and enjoy a day. And the benefit for that is that the child gets to experience all of these different lovely sort of play opportunities, and to learn socialisation, to learn how to talk to people, to learn how to communicate with people, maybe just to tolerate people in their space, and all those life skills that they're going to take on to the rest of their lives. For the families, it's a chance to see their child achieving stuff. It's not being denied access to equipment, it's not being denied going on a swing because a local park hasn't got a wheelchair swing. So it's about seeing their children achieve and have opportunities they wouldn't normally have. For siblings, it's about appreciating the family and their siblings for people as who they are. So the biggest thing that everybody says about the playground is how non-judgmental it is. So when people come in, they're just treated exactly the same as everybody else. So there is never any sort of question that a child can't do something. The question is, how can we get that child to do that? That's how we work. We've seen some lovely results. I mean, families having a great time together that they couldn't have anywhere else.
Is it only for people with disabilities, or can everyone come and use its facilities?
So we are inclusive. We do primarily look after children with disabilities because it's a choice, and people or children and families without disabilities have a lot more choices. So they can choose to go to the park in the morning, they can choose to go to the cinema, they can choose to do other recreational outlets for themselves. What we tend to do, we say we are primarily here for children with disabilities, but not at the exclusion of other people. So we run what we call community play sessions, whereby we invite the local community to come in on any of our sessions that they want to and join in and play alongside the regular guys that come. And the idea is so that people can get to understand how different they are and how the same they are, And to be honest, children don't tend to see disability very much. It tends to be an adult thing. Kids just get on with it and have a great time, and it's really nice. We are trying to encourage more of the local community to come in. Also helps with funding, because when we go out to the community to try to get some funds, if they've been here or they know what the playground is, they're more likely to support us. So it's a way of us being part of the community and the community being part of us, and that's what we're working towards at the moment.
My time at TVAP, it has always been expanding. Who comes up with the designs, and will the playground keep expanding?
We have done a fairly good job of keeping up with the needs of the people that are using the playground, and that's what we try to focus on. So when you guys were here all those many years ago, we had a lot more people using wheelchairs and mobility equipment. So therefore we had in place lots more ramps and all that sort of stuff, which are still there. But now the types of children that we're seeing coming through now are more sort of on the spectrum, sort of with autism and ADHD and that sort of side of things. And their play needs are slightly different. So the playground will always try to adapt itself to meet the needs of whoever's using it. As far as expansion goes, I think we will always try to have new stuff, because as I said earlier, sometimes the choices for the children that use us are very limited. So it needs to be fresh, it needs to be new, and it needs to be exciting every time they come. So maybe we put something new in, maybe we take something of the old stuff out. But it's always, the basic principle is if somebody shows a need for something or expresses a need for something or a wish for something, we will try to include that somewhere within the playground.
What new accessible updates have been added recently?
We have increased the accessibility of some of the equipment by putting in some new paths and also some new ramps. So Zipwire, for instance, has got a new extended ramp on it for people that could walk up the slope to the top of the Zipwire a bit easier. We've just opened the woods up down the end and cleared up the paths down there so people can go down to the woods. For us, it's a question of maintaining what we've already got to be accessible.
Does the playground have accessible toilets with hoists and wheelchair space?
Very much so, yes. We have 2 changing areas, one in each building, which have got height adjustable beds, hoists, toilets and change facilities. All of our other toilets will have sliding doors and ramps and all accessible bits. And we have a shower as well.
How long have you been working at the playground, and how did you find out about it?
I have been here since March 1986, a long time before you were born. I heard about it through an advert in a magazine. I was working at a hospital at the time as a play worker for special needs people. I think it was in the local care magazine and I applied for it here. I've been here ever since, 38 years, and still love it.
When employing, what security checks does the playground conduct?
It's quite important to us that people feel safe and are safe. Safeguarding is very important to the playground. So if anybody applying for a job would have a series of interviews, they would have trial days with us. We would do an enhanced DBS check for them. We would take up references. We would start them on a training package that normally lasts for a month but can be extended if we feel there are some areas that we need to work on. And that applies across the board from sessional staff to the permanent staff.
Does the playground have any employees with special needs?
Yes, we do. Obviously our commitment to people with disabilities extends into our staff team as well. At the moment we have 3 members of staff who have additional needs. That's all right, thank you for thinking of us.
Before leaving, I'll check the bike area. Fond memories being here. This is where I interviewed Gary.
That would be great. Send me an email when you're done. And yeah, I look forward to seeing it. Yeah, thanks for coming. Get in the wheelchair. See you later, Khaleel. Bye.
What a great day it has been, but now home time. Till next time, guys. Evaluation. Thames Valley Adventure Playground, TVAP, is a very pleasant atmosphere. To quote Ability Today, they focus on what they can do, and not what they can't. They have specialized equipment such as the wheelchair roundabout, the wheelchair swing, and my favorite, the walkway. The playground is huge both indoors and outdoors, with superb wheelchair access and plenty of space for kids to run around and go exploring. Furthermore, they do day trips such as going bowling. I have always liked the staff, who are the kindest people who work hard to ensure that everyone is having a great time. They try to use new ideas to keep the playground modern and treat everyone equally. Overall, TVAP is a lovely place to be. I have had a blast attending since small. It is suitable for all ages, and families with no disabilities are also welcome to join in the fun. I recommend everybody to visit and try out their services. Special thanks to Janine Brown, Assistant to Play Workers; Gary Warrington, Head of Charity; Lucy Grange, Community Outreach Coordinator.